The 19th century was a dynamic and transformative period in the history of philosophy, marked by significant shifts in thought and the emergence of new philosophical movements. This era saw the rise of German idealism, utilitarianism, and the beginnings of existentialism, each profoundly influencing the course of Western philosophy. German idealism. Background. German idealism was a philosophical movement that emerged in Germany in the late 18th and early 19th centuries, primarily as a response to the works of Immanuel Kant. It emphasized the role of the mind or spirit in understanding and shaping reality. Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, 1717–1831, Philosophy of Absolute Idealism. Hegel is perhaps the most influential figure in this movement. He developed a comprehensive philosophical framework known as absolute idealism, which proposed that reality is a manifestation of an absolute and rational spirit. 1. Dialectics. Hegel introduced the dialectical method, which suggests that the development of ideas and history occurs through a process of thesis-antithesis-synthesis. This method was influential in later philosophical and political theories. 2. Historicism. Hegel's view of history as a rational process, where freedom and self-consciousness develop over time, profoundly influenced later thinkers. Utilitarianism. Jeremy Bentham, 1748–1832, and John Stuart Mill, 1806–1873. Principle of utility. Utilitarianism is an ethical theory that posits that the best action is the one that maximizes utility, generally defined as that which produces the greatest well-being of the greatest number of people. 1. Bentham's approach. Bentham, the founder of utilitarianism, introduced the idea of quantifying pleasure and pain as a guide for moral and legal decision-making. 2. Mill's refinement. Mill refined Bentham's ideas, emphasizing qualitative differences in pleasures and advocating for individual rights. His works, like On Liberty and Utilitarianism, are critical texts in liberal political and ethical thought. Existentialism. Soren Kierkegaard, 1813–1855, and Friedrich Nietzsche, 1844–1900, foundations of existentialism. While not existentialist in a formal sense, the term came later, their works laid the groundwork for the movement. 1. Kierkegaard. Often considered the father of existentialism, Kierkegaard focused on individual existence, subjectivity, and the importance of personal choice and commitment. He emphasized the role of faith and the leap involved in embracing religious belief. 2. Nietzsche. Nietzsche explored the consequences of the death of God for morality and culture. He emphasized the will to power, the creation of individual values, and the concept of the Übermensch, overman, as a goal for humanity. Impact and legacy. Transition to contemporary thought. The 19th century set the stage for many of the intellectual currents that would dominate the 20th century, including existentialism, Marxism, psychoanalysis, and postmodernism. 1. Challenges to traditional views. Philosophers of this period challenged traditional metaphysical and ethical views, laying the groundwork for more critical and analytical approaches in the 20th century. 2. Influence across disciplines. The ideas from this era influenced not only philosophy but also literature, arts, politics, and psychology. 19th century philosophy, with its diverse and groundbreaking approaches, represents a crucial period in the evolution of Western thought, grappling with issues of human nature, morality, society, and the understanding of reality itself.